This is the MORECAM J2 video doorbell. This doorbell can be 100% wireless as it will connect to your Wi-Fi router and can run off its 9600 mAh inbuilt battery. In the box we have a manual and a lifetime warranty card. Now we're going to take a look at the doorbell itself. It has a 1080p HD video quality for watching in real time and watching your recordings. Here you can see we have an angled plate and also a straight flat plate. This gives you the option to angle the doorbell or just have the doorbell flat to the wall like what I do. Doorbell also has PIR for recording at night. On the back of the doorbell you see you have the option to hardwire the doorbell so you don't have to rely on the battery. And on the left side of the doorbell you have this rubber cover. If you pull it back you can then charge the doorbell using the micro USB to USB charging cable. At the bottom we have the speaker and the security screw hole. First let's remove the plastic cover. On the front of the camera, what looks like a display screen is actually the PIR motion sensor. Just above that you have a hole for the microphone. Here we have the push button. Now I'll remove the back plate. Looking at the back of the doorbell, you have a reset button, on and off switch, and a slot to add your micro SD card. I'm using the 64GB class 10, but the maximum size SD card you can use is 128GB, but this was not included. The doorbell also comes with this double-sided sticky pad, which gives you the option to stick this doorbell to a smooth surface, or even use as a template to mark on a brick wall. The extra angled plate gives you a bigger void, so if you was to try and hide the plastic joiners that come with this kit, it gives you room to actually put those joins and hide the cable in. Now we're going to see what else comes in the box. Here we have the chime, which has a small indicator light on the front, which will show a solid blue light once turned on and paired. Here you can see the flip out USB end. This you'll plug into a USB power source, which will be DC 5V 1A. I'll have this plugged into a wall socket, but you can also plug this into a computer. Now we're going to take a look, see what else comes in the box. In this small black box, we have the micro USB charging cable. Charge the doorbell for 8 to 10 hours. Could give you up to 6 months charge depending on usage. In this bag we have the wall plugs and screws, power extension wires, and orange plastic joiners. Here we can use the safety screw, 2 screws for the hard wiring. There's more screws in the bag, but they're for spares. Here we have a Phillips screwdriver and a star screwdriver to screw up the security screw at the bottom of the doorbell. Now I'm going to add power to the doorbell and also plug in the chime. Once I add a power cable to the doorbell, you'll see an orange light, which will show it then charging. Once the doorbell is fully charged, the indicator light will go blue. Here I'm plugging the chime into a USB compatible power source, which for me in the UK is a 3-pin socket. Once plugged in, you'll see a light on the chime. Now we're going to turn on the doorbell and go through the setup on the app. Here you'll see the light flashing red, which is ready for the setup. Now I want to download the Cloud Edge app. You can scan the QR code in the manual or just search in your Play Store. Once downloaded, press OK and then follow through these steps. First click on Sign Up Now and add your email address, then add a nickname and your password. Click on Add Device and then select Battery Camera.
Hold the device power button to start the device. Select the Wi-Fi network you want to sync with. Please choose a 2.4G network, then enter your network password.
Whatever Wi-Fi your phone's connected to appears here and then enter your password.
Please remove the protective film from your camera lens. Tap next to show your QR code.
Once you hear this sound, it's done. Once your doorbell has made that sound, you can now press next on your phone or follow through the steps.
Connecting. Please wait a moment.
Now wait a moment while it connects the doorbell to your Wi-Fi router.
Put camera and phone at the place of camera installation. Press next to enter network diagnostic.
Now it will show you your Wi-Fi signal from where the doorbell is to your Wi-Fi router. At the moment I'm only 10 meters away from the router just for setting this up. But you could place this at your door to know the strength there. Then click done and then done again. Here we have like the home page. If you click on the rectangle it will show you the doorbell and display what the camera can see. And now I just wave to test if there's any delay. Underneath the image we have the battery indicator, the bit rate and the Wi-Fi percentage. You can set up the cloud storage by activating it. I'm going to save the footage to the micro SD card, which you need to format the SD card first by following through these steps. Once you've done this, automatically all of your footage will be saved to your micro SD card, which we can view on the app, or you can always remove the SD card and view on your computer. Now we're going to flick through some of the settings. I'm going to have motion detection on, which you can adjust the sensitivity. You can adjust the alarm working mode. You can also add an alarm plan, but I'm going to leave that bit. With the alarm area, you can highlight sections of the image of where you'd like to be notified if someone steps in that area. For me, the doorbell is automatically paired, and I receive notifications when the door is pressed and when the doorbell detects movement from the motion detection if you turn that on. Out of all these bags, you can see what I've left on the side of what I actually used with the install. You can just rely on the battery, but I want mine hardwired. I'm adding these extension wires to connect onto the doorbell so they have a nice secure fit. Then I use the orange joiners to connect my existing wires to these wires. And the doorbell will simply slide onto the back plate. Now first I need to remove my old doorbell. You can see my existing wires. Now I'm going to mark the holes for the new plate. Use a 5.5mm masonry drill bit and a tap in the wall plugs that come with the camera. Now we have the bracket on. I twist together my existing power cables to the new power cables that I've already attached to the back of the doorbell, and the orange joiners simply screw on top. It's easier to do than I thought, and you can do it all by hand. Now as you can see, I don't have much of a void behind the doorbell. There's just enough of the brick already chipped away that allows the joiners to hide in the gap. Now I'll slide the doorbell in place and do up the security screw using the tool provided. Now remove the old chime and plug in the new chime. We'll go through the 4 different chime sounds. Here I have notifications to my phone and my watch. Now to check back on the footage, click on messages at the bottom of the screen, then click on your alerts. Here you can see all the different days and what was recorded, which will tell you if the doorbell was pressed, or it will say motion detection, which displays the time and also an image of what it saw. When playing the video, if I rotate my phone, it will show it to a full screen. Under the image you have some light blue markings which you can scroll left and right to go forward and back in time. Press play to view the recording. You can also stretch the time bar and adjust to the markings for more precise adjustments. When you tap the screen, you can display the microphone, which allow your voice to come out the speaker on the doorbell. Hello! You can also choose to have sound on or off. You have the option to have SD or HD quality image. You can tap the video icon to record whatever you're watching. Whether that's a live footage or one of your recordings, it's going to save that footage into your album folder. You can see the infrared lights recording at night. Now this doorbell is an upgrade from my old doorbell. This doorbell I find much easier to view back on the footage, and I feel I no longer need to take the SD card out. You can pick the day, the time, you can see it was motion detection or whether the doorbell was pressed, and you can tell which videos you've already clicked on and watched. Now we're going to have a look at some of the footage saved to the doorbell over a couple of days worth. As I click to watch the footage, it just rolls one video into the next. Yeah, I've got the new doorbell on today. You can also pinch into the screen, allowing you to zoom into the image, and the wide angle view is 166 degrees wide. Zooming in might help you to see what the image is, but you will lose some of the picture quality. On the app there's also a video to show you how to pair up a second phone, allowing more users to see the same doorbell. There are 2 methods, but we're just going to look at method 1. Now we're going to take a quick look at the manual to show you some more information. Pause and read any sections if you need to. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. I'll leave links and information in the description below. Welcome to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.